I did a couple videos on Roller Coaster Tycoon World, and a lot of people responded with, "Well, have you tried Planet Coaster?" Well, I hadn't tried Planet Coaster. I went ahead and I purchased it. I've got about 2.5, 3 hours into the game, and I was like, "Well, I'll go ahead and do a little video, show what the game's about." First thing you're going to notice on the menu here is you're going to have your Steam Workshop, but not only that, you're going to actually see your friends list. You can see where they place their parks at. Um, I'm the cowboy looking guy right there. But let's go ahead and now you're going to go in. You got your career, you got your sandbox, your challenges. You can do the tutorial videos, but if you've played Tycoon games, you really don't need to. Alright, I loaded in. And since we're joining an already existing park here, you can kind of see the extent of the decorations that you could actually create. Everything here, I mean, you could do yourself. You don't have to join this world. Everything here is an option for you. So you can go ahead and you can keep the same theme going. Create your own theme, and however you want to do it, however you think you're going to get customers. That's the goal. All right, had to pause there for a minute. Now, if you're playing this, you've probably played the other tycoons, know somebody who has, etc. So you know that no matter what you create, you've got a ride cam, and you can actually ride it. It's kind of neat. Pick how you want to view it. Let's see what this ride's about. Yeah, hi guy. Now, if you had a VR set, this would probably be pretty cool. I don't know if it's compatible with any of the VRs that's out, but see, now my brain's kind of turning. How would that work? How would you want the controls set up? As you see, my janitor's there walking around. You've got basically got your levels on them. You can see actually how much work he does. But let's take a look at some of the decorations now. Alright, so if you're starting a park on your own, all you're going to have is nothing but an entrance. It's not going to be a fancy entrance. It's just going to be just a little one-block entrance. So you'll have the option of going into different themes. Now, since we went into a career, we don't have but the given. And what I mean by that is, as you can see, it's pirate themed. So all we have is basically pirate themed stuff. All I gotta do is hold Z, and as you move your mouse around, you can angle it however you want it. So that's how you spin, which is really, really handy. The next, you can hold shift and you can set the height of it that you want. Now, if you set the height of it way up here and you place it, it's going to place it at that height. Now, here's the key thing. If you want something at a certain height, you wouldn't want to just go ahead and place it because it's too hard to build underneath it. So once you figure out where you want it, the height that you want it, then you go into your scenery. You can either do solid color blocks, or you can get creative and maybe stack barrels, on top of each other and give it a basically, I guess you'd say a pillar system, a lift system off the ground. That's one way of doing it, and let's demolish that. So it gives you quite a bit of freedom, which allows you to create stuff like this. Let's load up a... Why does it keep doing that? It's weird. Anyways, let's load up just a plain Jane sandbox. What I did, I loaded up a coaster. I didn't mean to. You're gonna have your building just like if you was in the scenario. Your shops and everything, you're gonna have quite a bit of them in sandbox. Your rides, your track rides, which you're gonna have to come in and you're gonna have to click custom and you're gonna have to build it. You can't just it's not gonna do everything for you. And I would recommend doing custom on everything because the options are limitless. Well, there's limits, but you know what I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm saying, I don't know. I'm sorry. So let's throw out here. Let's throw a water ride out here. Just if you get stuck somewhere, if you get frustrated, you're like, I can't do this, or it's not going to let me do this, that, etc. I would suggest taking a break or stepping back and looking at it, because more likely it will let you do something. You just haven't figured it out yet. Let's create some rapids there. Now, like I said, this right here is your height, and this is your length. You know, since it has arrows going like that, showing you length, I naturally always click it, and I don't know why, but I go off to the side like the arrow is showing. But it's up and down, so don't be a me. If you want to get creative, you definitely have that ability. But one of the things with being creative in this game is you better have a good park going, because it can be expensive. But you kind of see the options here. I mean, of course, this is not how I would build a roller coaster. I'm just trying to show you what you can do. If you're a creative person, you will spend hours on your train alone. And I did this right here, just real quick, just an example. I did this without changing anything. You have all these different features. I don't know how deep you can actually make. That's pretty insane. That's wow. Look at that. That is insane. Now, I mean, you could do this, and then you could wrap a roller coaster going down in this and back out somewhere. But there's definitely a lot of different models, so you're not going to see the same people over and over, which is really nice. It won't let you flood the park either. I like the sandbox. I like to be able to be the one that creates everything from the gate out. So I would recommend this game. And if you're a Tycoon lover, you're gonna enjoy this game. Here is some of the options, just to give you a heads up. Your audio, it's what you expect. It's not only the music, but it's the ride music, for example, the carousel. Your camera, the sensitivity to your mouse, the zoom, everything you're gonna. I left mine on default, and I kind of just get used to it. But you can touch it up. Oh, excuse me, here or there. Your graphics. Now, I run dual 970s, so unfortunately, for me, most games don't actually support it anymore. I don't know what to do with. I'm in borderless right now, and the reason I'm in borderless is because it just seems to record better in some kind of windowed mode. Um, so the graphics is not where I would have them. Oh, I didn't realize that. The preset should have been ultra. I mean, I don't know if it's going to change that much, but I don't know. Maybe it changes a little bit. But the game's been very smooth for me. I've not ran into very many issues. Well, actually, to be honest, I haven't ran into any issues thus far. But once again, I recommend the game. I think it's a great game. All right, game on.